Hey, good people that's struggling with diabetes. This is another 2 for 2. Take 2 for type 2. So, the other day, this is going to be real quick. The other day, I'm getting my walkout on. But the other day, I was at this event. And I was listening to a so-called leader of the community. He's a big-time pastor. And, what he was saying was, mediocre at best. But still, some food is better than no food. And so, or should I say, I shouldn't say that. A little food is better than no food at all. And so, he said something. And the aggregation gave him a big response. But in my mind, I'm like, why would you say that? And not only that, why would you believe that? And not only that, why would you say that? But I had to come to the realization really quick that, listen, when that's your truth, that's your truth. Nothing I could do, say, or think that will kind of modify or edit or change that. And it is what it is, as they say. But it didn't rock me, it didn't throw me, but it made me think. And I came to the conclusion that, wow, many of us, meaning humans, people, we think that and we feel that, which is absurd to me. Because we use those things as excuses for why we're not doing what's expected of us or by ourselves. Your body expects a certain push from you. And when your body doesn't get it, guess what? You start to feel the consequences of not listening to your body. Doesn't matter the age. So, struggling with diabetes, what did he say? This is what he said. And he made a big deal of it. That's what made it worse. So he says, the other day I had to go to the airport, and I'm paraphrasing. Had to go to the airport, and just walking from one gate to the next gate, I started thinking, wow, I'm not as young as I used to be, and this is for the birds. I'm not doing this. Let me find one of those, I forgot how he said it, but it was an ambulatory assistance, like not a wheelchair, but one of those carts that you sit in and it's automatic and you roll, put your luggage and your baggage and whatnot in those things and I understand getting fatigued. I understand that. We all get fatigued. I mean, we're human. But what I had issue with was him saying, I'm not as young as I used to be, which is obvious. But then he excused his lack of energy and his lack of momentum and inertia because he's not as young as he used to be. So he says, and I just said to myself, you know what? I'm not doing this. In other words, he shifted the responsibility of taking care of himself by saying, I'm not as young as I used to be. I don't need to be doing this. Let me find something that I could sit in and that will take me where I need to go. I do understand that to a certain extent or a certain degree. But what I don't understand and what I don't grasp and what I won't give oxygen to is that notion that, listen, I don't have to expect my body to be in shape, even though I'm 40 years old, even though I'm 50, 60, 70 years old, even 80 even. You may not do the exercise at 60 that you did when you were 15 years old. I understand the physicality and the psychology behind the physicality of all of those things. I get that. But to just go and say and feel and resort to or resolve to, I'm not what I used to be, so forget it all. Cancel it all. I can't subscribe to that notion. Because if I do, what will happen is all of the time that I have invested in helping myself, in getting myself to a position that's helping me medically, helping me nutritionally, helping me physically, helping me all myriad of ways. I throw away that time. That investment was for naught. I can't live like that, people. Yeah, I may not move like I used to, but I'm not going to say and validate me not moving like I used to with I'm older and so I won't do anything. I'll just sit if I push a pencil on a piece of paper, or if I sit in front of a computer all day, or if I, whatever the case may be. I don't do that. And I would submit to you today that you don't do that either. You don't want to be the one that says, man, I can't do a 5-minute walk. 5-minute walk. 5-minute walk. 5-minute walk. You can do a 5-minute walk. Some of you can do a 10-minute walk. Some of you can do a 15-minute walk. Some of you can do a 20-minute walk, 30-minute walk, 40-minute walk, an hour, 60 minutes. You can do it. But if you don't do it, guess what? You won't do it. If you don't do it, you won't do it. So today, even with that backdrop, I'm going to call you out. What are you prepared to do? What are you prepared to do? I understand it's a struggle. That's why I got it across my chest, struggling. It's a struggle. But I'm going to do what I need to do what I have to do to get to a place where I feel better about myself. My numbers, my labs, my lab panel is talking to me in a better and more respectable way. And I'm not settling for mediocre. Eat what I want, do what I want. No, I have a responsibility to myself. And that responsibility is to take care of myself. Let me get back on the road. So with all of that said, you guys, come on. Take care of yourself. Don't get to the place where you're like, hey, I'm 50 years old. I don't need to be doing this. I don't need to be jogging. I don't need to be running. I don't need to be walking. I don't need to be eating right. I could eat a hamburger when I want to. I could eat French fries. I could drink a soda. I could smoke cigarettes. I could... For real? Yeah, we know you have the ability to do it. But for real? Okay, people. I didn't mean to bash, reprimand. Look at this. Look at this as passion that morphs into compassion. Go ahead, work out today. Get yourself together. Feel good. And I'll talk to you soon. Struggling with diabetes. Take care. Bye for now.